Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into what's next in your love life. So because it's February, it's all about the love. I'm going to be posting more love readings onto my channel. I don't really do many love readings, apart from the monthly love readings, and even then I barely even post for that. But I thought, you know what, it's February, just post more about the love side of things before we move on to other topics. Alright, so if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my Etsy link is down in the description box, along with the timestamps for each reading and my Instagram account and my email address. Don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and support my channel. Alright, so we have lots of rose quartz today up in this building over here, giving us the love vibes. And over here we have three groups. We have group 1, 2 and group 3. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, continue watching till the end, because the message may be in there for you. But if not, continue on with another group. Alright, so breathe in. 2, 3, 4 and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your what's next in love predictions. I haven't been posting love readings. I don't really post love readings much, so I'm just going to be doing them more because it's February. So let's get into it. What is next in love? I think I'll start off with the oracle cards, and I'm feeling starting off with the archetype cards, which are these red cards here. So first we have monk, nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So it could be that your relationship is going to the next phase. It could be like one right now. Sorry, I can't speak today. Sorry, group 1. So I'm going to be stumbling over my words a lot. I've been working all day. So yeah, monk, nun, it could be that you'll be solidifying your connection by making more of a commitment with your person. If you're in a relationship, being more committed in love. But if you are single, it looks like maybe you'll be just becoming more devoted to yourself and in your spiritual practices, or even focusing on your religion. How can you deepen your connection with spirit, with God, whoever you believe in? But definitely if you're in a relationship, it's definitely about deepening that connection, making it more solid and committed. And it's like you'll be seeing eye to eye, even though these two have their backs to each other. It's like they're still seeing eye to eye, because yeah, they're monk slash nun, but it's kind of like being able to lean on each other, even though you have different views, even though you have different values, stuff like that, and being able to exist with each other and not feel like you need to judge each other, you know. Or this could be, some of you may be celibate or waiting until marriage. Okay. We have athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal will and strength of spirit. Yeah, so it's like you are deepening your connection, strength of spirit, strengthening that connection, and maybe even doing the work together to build on your faith, doing more things together, so you're not, it's like if you're a monk or nun, they have different practices. It's like, but what practices are similar, and how can you combine that, just so that, you know, you're not doing things separately all the time. It's about bringing it together and seeing how they complement each other, as opposed to bring each other apart, if that makes sense. And then we have child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Yeah, so it's like transcending. So the monk slash nun, they are they have a dedication to spirit, to God, to whoever they believe in. And then this athlete here is transcending, so rising above. And then we have the child eternal, who's flying, who's happy. So it's kind of like deepening your connection, transcending, and almost feeling like you're flying in your connection because you believe in this connection, because you feel like you can be yourselves around each other and not hide your faith from each other, your beliefs from each other. It's all about connecting or reconnecting if that's what you need to do in your relationship. And with this child eternal card, this could be the next step in your relationship is having children if that's what you want. And we have butterflies here, which is all about transcending again and transforming. So how is your relationship transforming? How can you transform your relationship into something that's much happier, that where you're open to each other, where you follow each other and not follow the advice of others actually, and not listen to gossip or anything like that. It's all about relying on how you are in the relationship, how you see your relationship, where you see your relationship going. It's not about getting support from others. You can find solace and support in your own relationship. Why do you need to go outside of your relationship to get that advice? Because sometimes all advice is not good advice, and it's just like feeling secure in that relationship, in that connection, and having faith that you can work, that you can move forward together. This athlete is facing forward and is praising himself and praising the relationship. So it could be for some of you, you are deepening the connection with spirit and feeling happy alone. And for others, this is all about just growing as a relationship. And then let's move forward. We have fog veiled. Yeah, because as I was saying before, it's kind of like maybe you're in a space where you can't move forward at this time because maybe you've been getting advice from others. Maybe other people don't approve of your relationship. I don't know where that's coming from, but maybe they feel that you are two totally different people. But two opposites can work. You know, it could be that maybe you don't know where you're going. If you're single, it's like, what does my love life look like? And it's kind of like transcending that kind of thinking. Maybe it's time to feel good on your own. Maybe it's time to be like, you know what, I'm on my own. What can I do to improve my own life? You know, I can't be waiting around for someone else to add something to my life. I need to live for the now. I need to be strong and have willpower. I need to go after my goals. And it's about being okay with this fogginess, this I'm unsure. And for others, it's all about trying to rise above this fog. It's kind of like actually no, not rising above. It's kind of like navigating through it with faith, that you know what, I don't see the end of this tunnel, but I'm just going to move through it anyway. And there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel because sunflowers are sunny and obviously related to the sun, and it relates to the sun, sorry, and it's like seeing the brighter side of life instead of looking at it as, oh, I don't know what's going on, I fear what's going around the corner, something like that. But there's no need to fear, you know. Crystals focus, yeah. Deepening your connection with spirit, with God, with your religious, with your spirituality. And it's about connecting with your other half. If you're in a relationship, it's deepening that connection. And if you're single, it's like feeling that intuitive connection and knowing that that person is out there but you don't know when this person is coming into your life. But we'll see more with the tarot cards about what this fog veiled is about. Yeah, and just focusing on the here and now and what you can do for your own self if you are single. Moving forward with confidence. This athlete is so confident because to win a race you have to have confidence in your own abilities. So be confident in your own abilities and not fearing about where your love life is heading, about fearing about being alone for a long while. This period is supposed to feel unsure if you are feeling unsure about things. But let's go deeper into it with tarot. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, deepening your connection with your person. So this could be through marriage, this could be moving in together. It's just about celebrating your relationship as it is. Your relationship is worth celebrating, and you are worth celebrating if you are single. You don't have to wait for someone until you can celebrate. Life is worth living. I don't know why I'm saying this, but life is worth living, life is worth celebrating. And if you're constantly waiting around to celebrate with certain someone, I'm hearing like getting your priorities straight. What's important to you? What brings you strength, courage, confidence, and focus on that so that you can find the reasons to celebrate. But for those who are in a relationship, yeah, it's looking like a good time in your relationship to celebrate yourself, celebrate your relationship, celebrate your person, you know. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. It could be feeling like you're left out in the cold, like where's my somebody? It's like feeling sorry for yourself if you're single. Or some of you may feel like you're left out in the cold in your relationship because you're not getting what you need. But take what resonates, because there's many different messages coming up here, so I'm trying my best to articulate it. But it's like not knowing if there's a light at the end of the tunnel, not knowing if you're in the right place. Maybe you've recently left a relationship and you feel unsure about where you're going, what life will look like. But the most important thing is that you keep moving forward, and if you need help on your way, you have Child Eternal. This person is helping this child to move forward, or this is kind of like doing something to please your inner child. And this is all about having the faith that you need to move forward, because we have Monk / Nun. It's just about having faith on your path, even though the path is winding and how's that song go? And let me see. And all the lights that lead me there are blinding, and all the roads that lead me there are winding. There's a lot of things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Yeah, maybe you don't know what to say. And judging by those lyrics, it's like you don't know if there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The roads that lead you there are winding, but at the end of that tunnel is the Four of Wands, guys. It's you finding your place, finding a home. This could be finding a home within yourself or finding a home within your person and celebrating you and your person. I feel like I'm just repeating messages, but it's important that I do repeat them. I'll just shuffle those over. Death, yeah. A change in your circumstances. So this could be like a deep transformation of your relationship, because we do have the Death card and the butterflies and the Child Eternals. So it's like having faith throughout this deep transformative time, even though you don't know the outcome, even if you don't know what the outcome will look like, you have to go through it to get to the other side with the Five of Pentacles. The other side is the Four of Wands. Wow. I'm hearing a lot of lyrics in my head, As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. So it's like maybe you're feeling like there's nothing left to build on. Maybe you're feeling like you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and it's like there's no end in sight. But there is an end in sight, you know? Let me see. You just have to move through it confidently and know that wherever you end up will be best for you. Even if you feel, the word destitute is coming to my mind, even if you feel like you're destitute and in need of help and support, you can get that help, you can get that support. Maybe it's through your spiritual beliefs, maybe it's through getting a coach, or looking at pick a card readings, getting a therapist, something like that, to help you with your deep transformation within the relationship, or the transformation of you being alone. The Six of Wands. Yeah, you're heading for greatness, group one. Whether that be in your relationship, taking the next level, or if you're single, it's just about focusing on yourself. You will get support from other people. Within the Six of Wands, there's many people behind this horse, and this person is helping them along, is supporting them. And we have peace lilies here, which is all about like new growth and finding peace, I guess. So it's like finding peace in where you are and what you are doing, and you will receive help along the way. It's just about having that hope and faith that things will work out for the best. Maybe your relationship is going through a rough patch at this time, but it's only going through a transformation. You will know when you will feel settled again, because you have the Four of Wands. You know, when there's an upheaval, or when things feel uncomfortable, that's life's way of saying you're going to the next level of life. And you know, don't quit while you're ahead, just keep moving. Like, yeah, it may feel uncomfortable, yeah, it may feel like, oh no, what's going on, I'm scared, I have a lot of fear, but that's okay, you know, that's okay. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're an ending to a mentally challenging cycle, because we have fog veiled here, which is all about feeling mentally fogged up, mentally clogged up, and feeling down and out, because Ten of Swords typically has 10 swords coming out of a man's back laying on the ground. But in this card, it's like throwing a piece of paper into the fire and walking off feeling victorious. So you will be victorious in your relationship. No more rubbish being piled on you. It's like the end of this situation, because we have the Death card. You will be successful. The Knight of Wands. Wow. And the Nine of Chalices. Wow, yeah, wish fulfilled. The Nine of Chalices is all about receiving your wishes and celebrating. There's so many celebration cards here, with the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Chalices. Her blowing out the birthday cake and 3 people hyping her up like happy birthday. You know, so it's like, enjoy every single moment with your person, even if it feels difficult, even if you're scared, even if you're fearful. Enjoy every moment of you being single, even if it's difficult, even if it's hard, and even if you're feeling like, oh, when am I going to meet my person? It's just about being in the moment on getting here, and celebrating yourself and celebrating your person. Because it's like with the Knight of Wands, it's about doing what you're passionate about with your person. Because if you're in a place where you're feeling like there's no way out, what can you do to make that situation easier for yourself and for your relationship? Because you don't want to stay down and out, you don't want to stay in this foggy situation, and you're not doing anything to lighten things up, to brighten your day. You know, it's all about doing the little things now, in the here and now, when you're fearful, so you don't just sit with those feelings of not knowing. You know, it's doing what you should be doing in the now, doing what you could be doing in the now that will help you along your way, if that makes sense. But many celebrations, so this could be a wedding where everyone's celebrating you, or this could be just moving in with each other and having a housewarming party, just so that it's like, wow, you've moved into your new home, and we will celebrate you, we will celebrate this new home, cut off the bow tie and just embrace everything after this hard, difficult time. Oh wow. And then the last card is mural, be your own first priority. Okay, yeah, put yourself first. If you're single, obviously, yeah, if you're single in a relationship, make sure you have time for yourself, for your beliefs, for your spiritual practices, as doing what you enjoy, just so that you're not constantly with your person going through this dark time. You need some space of your own, and if you're on your own, really embrace the time that you have on your own. Oh, I've never noticed this cat before. It's quite an obvious cat to be in the picture, but yeah, it's like if you have a cat, spend time with your cat. Also, this could be like your intuition with the focus card as well. It's like doing things that you enjoy to get yourself out of your head and into your body, because when you're in your body, you'll be more in tune with your intuitive side. I've been having that problem. Before I got my new job, I was too much in my head, and I'm a sort of person that lives in my head quite a lot, and it's annoying. But my living in my head is thinking about the future and whatever, all that annoying stuff. But like, yeah, when you're in your body, you can listen to your intuition. So when I found my job, I got out of my head and into my body, because I was focusing on something else other than the fog, not knowing what the future holds. When I was concentrating on work, it's like I became more in tune with myself. Because I wasn't so much in my head, I relaxed into my job. So it's like, find ways to relax, even if it's with your person or without your person, just so that you can reconnect, do things that you enjoy. This person is drawing on the wall, so if you're an artist, then start drawing, painting, something like that. Because, oh yeah, we have 2 and 5, so the number 5 is a sign of change, a number of change, but with change can come its challenges. So in order to be able to sit with those challenges much easier, much simpler, it's to create, just so that you're not focusing on that too hard. And then we have number 2, which is all about partnership, and we have this person on her own, so you can have fun with your partner, but you can also enjoy the company by yourself. And then 5 plus 2 is 7, so this is all about spirituality. This is all for the crown chakra. I couldn't speak then. And this is all to do with when you relax into your body, you can channel messages so much easier. You can connect with your spirituality. So it's like, do things that can help you connect with your spiritual side and something that you really enjoy. Alright. Wow, those messages were a bit jumbled at the end, but I hope you got my drift. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 1 at this time. So just make things easier for you while you're going through this challenging time. Make sure you connect with your spiritual side, get out of your head and into your body. You know, maybe even meditate some more as well, because monks meditate, don't they? They are really committed to their meditation, and they don't give up on themselves, on their practices. They are peaceful beings, so find your peace. Alright. Yeah, so that's something for you, Group 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi Group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your What's Next in Love for You reading. If we shuffled some cards before I started recording, I haven't seen any of the cards, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out. And while I was shuffling the cards didn't want to fall out at all. It could be that I got a message from that. It could be that you have a hard time opening up, or you prefer to keep yourself to yourself. Some things are to be revealed to you that will bring you out of your shell. So this could be like opportunities in dating, opportunities with a certain person. It's just okay, I'm getting the message of keep your options open. Don't be so tunnel vision on the one thing or the one person. I wouldn't say the one person, actually. I'd say the one thing, because you don't want to be too rigid. Be more flexible so that things can go smoothly as opposed to rocky. You want to move into this phase with a positive mindset. Maybe practice positive affirmations, or looking at yourself in the mirror saying, oh, I'll have a good day today, or this will go well for me, stuff like that, just so that you're not keep falling into the same negative headspace. I don't know why that's a message, but I'm here for it. I hope that made sense. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the oracle cards today. Alright, with the archetype cards. And then we have here with your first card, Damsel. What did I just say? I said look at yourself in the mirror and speak of positive affirmations to yourself. And the damsel is looking in the mirror. So like attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance, it inspires you to rely on yourself. Yeah, and what did I write here? I said you may have a hard time opening up or prefer to keep yourself to yourself. Yeah, and it's like, what does being on your own look like for you, and how can you turn it into a much more of a healthier activity instead of being in a negative headspace all the time. If you don't like being on your own, or if you tend to get bored a lot on your own, this is saying to be comfortable in your own space. Work through these unhealthy thinking habits, or this unhealthy kind of way of looking at a relationship maybe, and being comfortable with yourself. Yeah, and it's just about being in a healthy romance, as it says here, having a healthy romance. But we'll see what the other cards say. There's an element of waiting here. What are you waiting for, Group 1? Is it the opportunity I was talking about? Or waiting for your knight in shining armor? Maybe you're dating at this time, and it's like you're seeing your dates through rose-tinted glasses. Look at what's right in front of you, and not what you wish things to be like. Don't ignore the red flags, basically. Rescuer. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectations of reward. Assumes that the rescued will be reciprocate. Keeps the rescued one needy. Okay. Yeah, so I'm feeling like I need to focus more on the shadow attributes of these two cards. Keeps the rescue ones needed. So it could be that you are, what's that word? Maybe leading people on just so that you can have their attention, or they can have your attention. And it's like, don't fall into that kind of trap, because it is kind of a trap. What is beneath that? Why do you feel like you need people to need you? Which is an interesting message in itself, because it could go deeper into it, because we do have the mirror and we have the water here. So the mirror is like a window to your soul, because when you look into the mirror, it's like sometimes you can see yourself as distorted, as with what I was saying before, with you trying to open your mind, trying to think so much more positively about yourself and your situation and your person. And we have the water here, which is all about deep emotional situations, deep emotions, or even looking at your past. I feel like looking at your past will help you. Maybe you have been in relationships where they haven't been reciprocal, and it's like you've taken that thought process into next relationships where it wasn't needed, because not everyone you come across is like your past. So it seems like maybe you're transferring past relationships onto your new relationships, and it's not everyone is the same as your past. So it's like doing that inner work so that you can understand where that's coming from, so that you can come up for air. Because maybe you're drowning a little bit at this time, drowning with memories of the past and thinking about, oh, this person left me, so this other person will leave me. Oh, this person, let's say this person cheated on you, this other person I know will cheat on me too. So I'm gonna put myself out there, but then step back again, so I'm leading them on. I'm interested 1 minute, next minute I'm not. And it's like, what is it? What do you want? What do you want, group 2? Ask yourself, what do you want? And do the work to at least try and improve your life, so that you don't end up in that trap of going back and forth with someone and not going any further than where you are. I hope that makes sense, because I felt like that went all over the place. And then we have, wow, yes, cave sanctuary, doing that inner work and feeling so much more comfortable within yourself. Wow. Ooh, that was a very powerful kind of vibe I got there. So maybe you've been feeling a bit intense within yourself. So it's like calming that intensity down, just so that you can live with yourself so much easier. I'm getting like this is all about like self-love more than a relationship, because it's like once you dampen down that intensity, and the more that you can live with yourself within yourself so much easier, it's the more that you can bring in the right person for you. Create a sanctuary within yourself. Create a loving, long-lasting relationship with yourself. And that's when that person can come in for you and can love you unconditionally. You have to love yourself unconditionally first, because it's like you'll fall into the same old traps of your old relationship patterns, and you don't want that to happen. You need to sit down and think about your previous relationships. What went wrong? Why did it go wrong? How can you move forward from that? What is it about that previous relationship that has you stuck? I don't know why I'm getting that stuckness. Yeah. River movement. Yeah, because you want to move forward with your life. You want to move forward with another person. But you have to do this work slowly. This river is still, so you'll be moving through it slowly. If you're dating someone, move through the relationship slowly. Don't rush. There's no need to rush your healing. There's no need to rush into a relationship. You have to save yourself first before jumping into anything too soon, before you're ready. There's so much water here, and then we have a mirror. It's just about going deep, doing that deep dive. Don't move away from that deep dive until you feel ready to come up for air. Like, obviously take breaks here and there. Obviously you don't want to be in the shadows all the time, but it's just important to do that inner work so that you can start with a new day, because we have the sun shining down. The sun may be coming up or going down, but what matters is that you start afresh, start anew, with a positive outlook, from a more positive headspace. Because as I was saying before, maybe you have been thinking negatively about yourself or your relationships, about the past. I'm getting the Eight of Swords heavily here, which is all about tunnel vision. As I was saying before, you may have a hard time opening up, or there's something new that's going to be coming in and you won't be able to see its potential, because you'll be in your head a lot. You'll be thinking negatively about things. We have DNA karma, yeah, because some things just attach to us without even realizing, and becomes part of us without even realizing. And it's like, what has become attached to you without even realizing? What memories, what situations, what feelings, what thoughts are within you that has been with you for years or even months, that you need to heal? Snakes represent healing because they shed their skins. So it's like doing that inner healing, just so that you don't carry past traumas or past letdowns into your next relationship, because then you'll be starting off the relationship on a negative footing. And then what happens when you have kids from that kind of state? It's passed on to that generation because you didn't work through it in the first place. Yeah, this is going pretty deep, but this is what I'm seeing here. And it's like, you don't want to pass this on to your children, where you don't trust your husband or your wife because, you know, this person with this previous relationship did you wrong, so this person will do you wrong. So you're constantly walking on eggshells, or constantly looking at ways for you to not trust this person. And you don't want that to be passed down to your next generation. Because we have DNA here, you don't want to be passing it down again. Or maybe this is all about looking at your family's relationships. You know, they're married but they're not happy. They constantly argue. They're constantly fighting. Maybe even an abusive relationship. Mental abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse, whatever the abuse looks like. I know that sounds really heavy, but that's the kind of message I'm getting here. But it's like looking at those kind of generational relationships and thinking, I don't want that for myself, so I'm going to do the work. I'm going to be healthy for myself, for my future kids, for my future husband, my future wife. Because I don't want to pass that down. I don't want to be that person. I don't want that negative trait in my life anymore. I want to be happy and healthy and clear and clean and live in the moment, have a happy relationship with myself, be comfortable with myself, so I'm not repeating the patterns of the past. Ooh, those are pretty deep messages there, group 2. But let's look at your tarot cards. We have Ace of Wands. Yeah, as I was saying, a new opportunity, whether that's being in a much more passionate space, being in a much more creative space as well. Because it's like, what happens when you move forward from the traumas of the past? You feel renewed. You'll feel so much better about yourself. You'll feel like you can really tap into yourself, into your spiritual self. I'm really getting spirituality here. So maybe meditating will help you. Maybe journaling will help you. You know, it's like reaching out. This hand is reaching out to his passions, his or her passions. creativity, just reaching out for what you enjoy. The Ace of Pentacles, yeah, wow. Yeah, as I was saying, there may be a new opportunity, a new door that's opening up for you, but maybe you're like the Eight of Swords and you're not seeing it. Or maybe you just may feel like you're not interested, maybe you feel like you're not worth it, you're not worthy of it. But you are, you just have to work through certain things, just so that you can reach the space of, wow, I feel so lighter, so much lighter, I feel more inspired, I feel amazing, I feel lit up inside, I feel like I can take on the world, I feel like I can really put down roots, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like I can create a family for myself. I feel like I can build something for the long term, because Pentacles lasts for each generation, yeah, because we have DNA karma. This is looking at the past, and then what can you do for your future once you do work through all of this? You know, what will life look like 5 to 10 years from now, because you work through all of this? And this opportunity could be a new person who's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But you have to work on yourself first, and be comfortable within yourself and build love for yourself before you can have that deep, long-term relationship with someone else. Because it will be a long-term loving kind of relationship here. We have two hands over and under the pentacle, and this is all about taking care of that new growth, taking care of the newness that's coming into your life, and treating it well, treating it with respect, treating it like it's a newborn baby, I guess, and growing it into something that won't falter over time. Ooh, group 2, sorry. The Seven of Chalices. Maybe you've been closing your eyes to what needed to be worked through. You know, maybe it may feel a bit overwhelming when you're around certain people, and it's like, I don't want to be doing this deep work. I don't want to be within myself and feeling uncomfortable, so I'm just going to ignore it and do something else. But it's like, once you do the work, I promise you, you can open your eyes and there'll be so many different opportunities out there for you. You just have to choose the right one, something that's inspiring and something that's long lasting. You know, because when you close your eyes off to opportunities, I'm getting the Eight of Swords again. It's like, once you close your eyes off to opportunities, then the opportunities will never be taken. You know, because you can't see it, because you can't see the future potential, because it's not going to benefit you in the now, because you can't see your future. But when you do that inner work, you'll be able to heal that side of yourself and open your eyes. Okay, I can do this, that, the other. Okay, there's this person, there's that person out there for me. But who will give me stability? Who will give me commitment? And who will, you know, inspire me? Who will make me feel good about myself, about this relationship, you know? Because it is a fresh start. Maybe in the past you had like the Devil card, for instance, with the Seven of Swords, and that is not the ideal relationship to be in. But I feel like in the future, when you end up with someone, it's going to be a long-lasting relationship. You just have to open your eyes up to the different people out there and feel comfortable in that dating world. Ooh, wow. And then we have here the Nine of Wands. Create a comfortable space for yourself. You may be single, or you're in a relationship wanting to improve yourself and wanting to deepen your connection. So I feel like sometimes you just need time alone to meditate, as I was saying before. Light a few candles, a spa day. I'm getting like the magician vibes here in this card, with the chalice, with the wand, the sword and the pentacle. It's like you have all you need with you already. You just have to utilize it all, just so that you can open your eyes up to different opportunities, different aspects to your life, the different people out there for you. You just have to be comfortable with yourself. This person looks so comfortable just sitting there lighting her candles in her dress, and who knows what she's going to be doing while these candles are burning. It's like you just need to be comfortable in your own space, in your own skin. Wow. Yeah, Temperance, there's healing to be done. You need to balance yourself out. Also, eat good food. This could be you with your person in the future or with your person now, who listens to you, who understands you, who balances you out, who's in it for the long term. Yeah, so this is all about feeling good about yourself and being able to indulge in the things that you enjoy, indulging in the things that make you feel good while you are on this journey, because you can't always be in the shadows. You gotta enjoy yourself, feed yourself good food, light a few scented candles, so that you get a nice balance in your life. It's time to find balance, group 2. Alright, and then with your last cards, we have Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. Yes, it's like once you come out of that 8 of Swords energy, we don't have the 8 of Swords card here, but that's the kind of card I'm getting that's coming up for me. It's like you'll be able to see yourself for who you are. You know, it's not about feeling like, oh, I need to jump out of this relationship because it's just gonna go the same way as always. I need to ignore my emotions because they're too deep for me, they're too much, too overwhelming. You need to get to a space where, oh, I'm really in touch with my emotions and I feel good here. I feel amazing. I feel so inspired with the Ace of Wands. I feel good about myself. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting, like, I'm gorgeous, you know. And oh, I forgot where I was going then. Got a bit ahead of myself there, but it's just improving the relationship you have with yourself anyway, and saying, you know what, I'm enough. I don't need anyone for the time being, but once I do find someone, I am not going to use this relationship as looking at the relationships of my past. No, I am going to stay in the here and now, and I'm going to make something of this relationship. I'm going to feel good in this relationship. I'm going to feel grounded. I'm going to feel whole, because the Pentacle is whole. And I'm going to create a relationship that can last the long term. And even if that relationship is with yourself, so be it. And then we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Yeah, those wings in that tower. This tower is your past. This tower is the 8 of Swords, basically. Feeling stuck in the place that you were in. Feeling stuck in your headspace, in that negative headspace. Feeling stuck in the past relationships and thinking, oh, my next relationship isn't going to work, so what's the point? You know? It's about freeing yourself by doing that inner work, doing that, why did this relationship not work? Why am I holding on to this relationship? what is it about this person that's made a big impression on me, something like that. And releasing yourself of old beliefs, old thinking patterns, and freeing yourself from that. You never needed those wings at all. You never needed those limitations. Yeah. So it's like once you're out of this tower, out of these limited beliefs, what's new is going to come up into your life. Wow, she has a pentacle on her necklace and never really noticed that before. What new opportunities, what new solid opportunities are out there for you once you are out of that tower? You know, you have to open yourself up to it, because you have a hard time opening up, as I wrote down. You prefer to keep yourself to yourself because you're afraid of getting hurt. But you don't need to be afraid of getting hurt. When you are afraid of getting hurt by another person, you're just hurting yourself because you're anticipating that hurt. So then you're constantly thinking, oh, this person's going to hurt me. I wonder how they're going to hurt me. I'll just self-sabotage and do this, that, the other, so I don't have to end up in this relationship. So this person won't like me. But you don't need to be in that space anymore. Alright, wow, that was pretty deep, group 2. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Just do that work, do that inner work. Don't shy away from yourself. Hold up the mirror to yourself and do that deep dive. Wow. That's what I'm seeing for you, group 2 anyway. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your What's Next in Love reading. I already pre-shuffled some cards, but I didn't see the cards that came up for you. Group 2 was pretty interesting. So while I was shuffling, I felt like things feel up and down right now, like your energy feels a bit up and down, and I'm wondering what's that about. Maybe you're feeling a bit jittery, or I don't know, however it resonates for you. It just seems like there's just loads of messages that needs to come out here, because maybe there's just something that you feel like you're missing at this time, and that's why we have all of these cards. I was aiming for 2 cards from the archetype deck, but the cards just wanted to keep coming and coming and coming, so I just thought, you know what the heck, I'll just take all of them. 6, 7 cards here. Alright, so this will be quite an in-depth reading, so get yourself a cup of tea and sit back and relax while we read for What's Next in Love. Alright, so we have Samaritan. Refine your capacity to help those you prefer to ignore. Alright, and then we have Fool. Light attributes, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity. Alright, so I'm kind of getting like there's 2 sides of this story, or 2 sides of the story, or 2 sides of you. Okay, so that makes sense with the up and down energy, because we have the Samaritan cards here. It's like going back and forth, and then it's like going back and forth between opening up and then putting that mask back on, opening up and then putting that mask back on. And it's like, where do you stand? What's going on? Maybe you feel like you're being passed from pillar to post. It could be that maybe you're on dating sites and it's like, no, this person isn't the one, this person isn't the one, no, 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 no. And maybe that's getting a bit too much for you. And it's like you're hiding the disappointment or sadness by telling jokes or being silly, something like that. Let's see, we have Servant. Delight in serving others with a free, loving heart. Okay. Yeah, so we have a servant and a Samaritan. So it could be feeling, okay, I'm kind of getting here that it's like you are the therapist in your relationship. You are someone who likes to save people in a relationship, or just save people as a whole, and you love doing it because it's what you like to do, but are you doing it at the expense of yourself? Because some people like to take and never give. And and that's probably why you feel a bit up and down in your energy at this time, because you want to love freely, you want to give your energy, but it's never reciprocated. I don't know what the tarot cards are going to say, but that's the kind of thing I'm getting here. It's like you may be feeling like you're getting somewhere with someone, and then you give, you give, you give, you give, you express yourself, and it's like, are they giving in return? We have healer, passion and serving others and repairing body, mind and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So it could be that maybe your person has been injured recently, or it's like you just give, give, give. You like to heal others. It's like maybe the person feels like a project. So it's like you meet someone and it's like they're down in the dumps, and you're in a relationship with them, and then it's like, oh, I can help this person, I'll heal this person. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, I'll rescue them, I'll help them, I'll pay for them. They can live in my house rent free. Kind of that kind of attitude there. And it's like, make sure you help yourself first sometimes. That's okay to help yourself first sometimes. We have Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Yeah, because you're young at heart. Maybe you expect, maybe sometimes you expect people to give as much as you give. And sometimes it's a bit disheartening to be in that bit of a dynamic. But it's like you don't want to lose that side of yourself. Yes, give to others. Yes, expect the best from others. Yes, see the best in others, sorry. But don't put yourself on the back burner, because that's not healthy at all. You need a balance. Then we have God, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal self within yourself and others. Yeah, because it's like you see things from a higher perspective. Maybe you are a healer, like a tarot reader, a Reiki healer, maybe you are psychic, something like that. And it's like or an empath, and you feel what other people feel. And that's why you need to help, that's why you need to heal, that's why you love to offer your services, that's why you sometimes feel like you are burdening yourself, but you're still giving in the process. That's probably why you feel like you're going back and forth. But I'm kind of getting the message here, don't lose this side of yourself. You just have to assess the situation before you go into it. Am I giving too much of myself? Am I wanting to be a healer so bad that I'll heal anyone in my path, even if it's like, oh, I'll pay for the rent. I'll pay for the rent, bills, food, this, that, the other, while you not work and while you deal with your own stuff, and it goes on and on and on, and there's no end in sight. Do you really want to be that person? It's like sometimes you have to say enough is enough and move on. I don't know why I'm getting all of these big messages here, but that's the kind of big messages I'm hearing. Hero/heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, and a shadow attribute, escapism and full sense of heroism. It's like you help people climb mountains. You are there on a journey with your person or other people. And I'm kind of getting like this is like a group collective kind of feel here, if you're in a relationship, it could apply to your relationship, but I feel like you are healing everyone, and it's like you make it your mission to do that, even if it's at the expense of missing out on a relationship. So it's like you're feeling called to be there for everyone. Have an Instagram account, having a YouTube channel, offering tarot readings, offering spiritual advice. And it's like that may feel like your role. And it's like you'll share all of these love hearts. These are the many different people that you'll be touching, because you are offering love to everyone on your platform. And it's like you empower people to move forward, to grow as people. You empower people. And it's like, I can heal everyone. It's like God is a healer. And it's like you may see yourself as a massive kind of healer. And people can look up to you. People look up to you because they see you as someone that will actually help them all the time. They keep going back to you. And maybe sometimes you're like, yeah, I can take it even if you're drained. But sometimes you have to know when enough is enough. I know this is what's next in love, so you have to know when enough is enough. You know, are you being too much of the healer in the relationship and nothing much else? Are you constantly saving your person and not getting much in return? Maybe that's all the relationship is saving the person because you have unconditional love with you. But anyway, let's try and get some positive messages. Felt like that really went up on the deep end. We have wolf instinct and waterfall effortless. Yeah, your gifts are so effortless. You are an effortless person. So the healing comes naturally to you. Being the Samaritan, the servant, the virgin, that comes naturally to you. But you have to know when someone is built up enough to walk away and being a lone wolf. Yeah, as I was saying before, maybe you are happy being alone, being that lone wolf and healing others. But you have to listen to yourself. When is the best time to turn your back and move on, because you've built up someone so much to the point where they don't need you anymore, to the point where you feel that they don't need you anymore. Be like water and flow. You don't need to push anything, you don't need to force anything to happen. Things just happen naturally. If that's in your dating life, if you like to push things, to force things to go your way, there's no need to do that. You know, you have to just listen to your instincts. And if this is you being the healer, you just have to listen to your instincts of when to move away from a certain someone, a certain situation, because you've put all the energy that's needed into that person, and any more energy will damage the poor person more than heal them at that point. Because if you're constantly healing someone and they're healed and then you continue healing, that's going to be so damaging. It's like you're not letting the things that you worked on sink in. So it's just about trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition, just so that you know when to move on, you know when to move forward. Interesting messages there, group 3. So we have the world, know when to end a cycle, to start anew. People feel very relaxed around you. They feel very connected to you and safe around you. because this reef is round and there's these two people in the middle of that reef, feeling so safe and secure in each other's arms. And I'm seeing here that you are a trusted person, a confidant. And if this is about you being in a relationship, it's about being close, getting closer with your person. I'm getting like the words finding balance within that relationship, so you're not constantly healing. So you're not constantly healing them. It's just about, I've done enough for this person to heal them. Now it's the time to get closer with this person and not feel like I'm constantly picking them up. You want to feel comfortable in your relationship, and that's the main thing. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, because it's like if you keep giving your energy away, it's not going to be good for you. It could end up in like fights, in turbulent relationships, in breakdowns in relationships because they're sword fighting. And it's like somebody's gotta win. Maybe you're giving too much mental energy away to others, and it's like they're constantly coming at you like, I want you now, I want you to heal me. I need your help. And it's just like, what about me? Don't put yourself to the side. Find a balance. The Lovers. And we also have the Page of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of mental energies here because the Lovers is Gemini. The Lovers is associated with Gemini. The Page of Swords is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And then we have the Swords cards here. So it's like, maybe you've been looking at your options, your dating options, and it's like maybe you need to just find your equal at this time. Find someone who is on the same wavelength as you, who is also a healer, who likes to help others, just so that it's not like you are the helper, constantly helping others and not getting anything in return, because they aren't a healing type of person. They aren't on your wavelength. They just need that uplifting kind of feel. And you need to find your equal, someone who's transparent with you, because these two people here are naked. So it's like you need to find someone who's as honest as you are, who's as pure as you are, who's open to love as much as you are. I'm getting like maybe the people that you've been with have just been tests, like tests for when this person comes in. It's like maybe you haven't experienced real love until you meet this person. Maybe you thought your past relationships would last a longer period of time, but these relationships were sent as lessons, as temptations. Because sometimes when we're in a relationship, we have to go through that relationship to see whether it will work or not. And it's like tempting to move further into that relationship even though they aren't for us, even though it's challenging. So I'm getting like, find someone who's on your wavelength is kind of the message I'm getting here. Because we have so many swords here, this is all about intellect, your intellect and your words, your thoughts. And it's like you need someone who is on the same page in that respect. But you have to look for them. Maybe it's on social media, because we have this Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is basically someone who is on social media, Facebook, Instagram, or even a dating site, and it's looking at your options on a dating site to see who's there for you, to see who's for you, sorry. And then we have the Ace of Swords, yeah. This is all about cutting out the old and being inspired by the new. Maybe you need more mental stimulation. Maybe you need to empower yourself by learning some more as well. But it's like you gotta get your brain power back, because once you are giving to others and you're not getting much in return, that can be very draining. It can be at a detriment to yourself, and you need to get your thoughts together. It's like this person is looking up at the cloud, sorry, and gathering strength, and then this hand is pulling the sword out of the stone, and it's like getting your head back into the game, gathering your thoughts, knowing what to say at the right time. So it's like all things come at the right time. So I'm kind of getting the divine timing kind of message here. So all things in divine timing, basically. Things happen in accordance to the law of time. I don't know what I was saying there, but that's the kind of message that I'm getting here. It's all very Doctor Strange kind of energy here, where we have to go through what we go through so we can get to the person we are meant to be with. And you need a lot of mental stimulation, group 3. We have the 7 of Pentacles. I keep getting the word temptation. Don't give in to temptation. Maybe your past relationship may have felt like temptation. Take that as it resonates. But we have to go through our bad apples before we get to the sweetest apple of all, who is your counterpart. You know, sometimes you just have to kiss a few frogs until you get to your prince. You know, we have the 2 of Chalices. Yeah, connecting with your person, finding that person you are on a level with, who mentally stimulates you, emotionally stimulates you, who is also a healer, who is on the same, I think I just said that, who's on the same wavelength as you, who you both can connect with. Like if you feel like someone needs help but you don't know how to help them, maybe your person can help you with that at some point. But it's just having that emotional and mental connection with someone, and I feel like that's the most important thing for this group, because maybe in the past you were with someone who didn't understand you, didn't understand your heart or your need for communication. This 2 of Chalices is all about that open communication, and that is so important. I'm getting like soulmate twin flame kind of energy here. I'm not really much into soulmate twin flames, but that's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. 7 of Wands. I'm hearing get your control back. You know, you don't have to keep getting into relationships where you feel at oppositions with each other, with the 5 of Swords, where you feel like you're being challenged, or your mind is being challenged because you're not getting the mental stimulation that you need. But I feel like the next person that you'll end up with, you'll get that stimulation. It won't feel like such a struggle. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but a battery. I'm seeing you recharging your batteries with this person, and it's going up and up and up with this chart here in front of her in this card. And it's like I'm hearing the songs. Nothing compares to you. So nothing can compare to this person. It's like past relationships. Nuh-uh, that's like a dream. But this is the real deal. And then for your last card, Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after? Yeah, you'll be coming into your happily ever after. It all comes in divine timing. I feel like you have to go through it to get to the other side. You have to go through what you're going through in the now so that you can get your happily ever after. Because your pages are still turning, the story hasn't been written yet. This love story hasn't been written yet. Maybe you haven't met this person just yet. I'm getting that feeling here. And you'll come into communication with this person with the Ace of Swords and the Knave of Swords. It's just about going through what you're going through in the now to get to this person. Maybe you'll meet them online, and then you'll meet in person and you'll get on like a house on fire. Mirror, treat your body like a palace it is. Yeah. Treat yourself first. As I was saying before, it's about finding a balance between helping yourself and helping other people. And feeling good within yourself because you took the time to recharge. And it's like you'll be finding your other half. We have a mirror here. They'll be mirroring you. Maybe they're going through the exact same thing that you're going through. Because as I was saying, they're your other half. So you might find that this person, when you meet them, you'll be telling a story and then they'll be like, oh my God, I went through that before. I have been through that, this, that, the other, and I wasn't appreciated. I was taken for granted. And that's how you connect with your person, because you see that you mirror each other. And you can create a firm foundation with this person because we have the number 4 here. And this person is standing on water and feeling solid and secure on top of water. So this relationship may have a deep emotional connection, maybe even intuitive connection, but feeling secure in that connection no matter what phase you are in the relationship. And you'll be able to be yourself and feel like you can do what you enjoy without feeling judged or feeling like you're at odds with others, because this person will understand why you're doing that, understand that you are being you, understand that you'll need certain things for mental stimulation, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, Group 3. Those are very interesting messages. I hope those messages resonate with you, because I felt like they were a bit all over the place. Lots of messages all in one. Alright. So yeah, so basically just try and get your energy levels on an even keel. All things happen in divine timing. All things happen for you in divine timing. It's just listening to your intuition and finding balance within your situation and within yourself. Alright, so that's what I'm saying for you, Group 3. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.